Previously on Courthouse.
Attorney Gilbert, you owe me. Buy me a cup of coffee, we'll call it even.
Post said you slept with every guy in the city council. At least they agreed on something.
Did you get your nose out of the gutter and try reading a book sometime, Winkleman?
What do you want, Ronnie? But it can't be an apology. I already gave you that.
I don't know what I want.
That was good work.
Well, does that mean you're not gonna slap me around anymore?
Maybe.
Good morning.
Hey, Veronica. How's your Portuguese?
About the same as yours. Looks like the whole stadium is in here.
You planned this all along, didn't you?
Some things take care of themselves.
I don't know. I hear your department's pretty unhappy about having to fire 2 people. And a courthouse full of soccer rioters? Seems ideal timing for a strike.
There is no strike, and it's a work-related class action.
Yeah, right. It's not a gang, it's a club.
Good luck.
Excuse me.
Hey, come on. Keep those guys in line, all right?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, pal. What's your problem?
I need to find room 103. I'm parked in a loading zone.
You'll get a ticket.
Oh, no, I got a ticket. That's why I'm here.
Eddie?
30 bucks.
I need a warm body.
98.6, baby. I'm sorry. Violation Bureau is down the hall to the left.
I'm from out of town. It's pretty crazy.
Well, one guy's short for a lineup. Male, white, 38.
Yo. How would you like to make 35 bucks? Pay for your ticket, you'll be one of the chosen few to walk out of this place financially ahead.
What do I have to do?
Number 3, step forward.
So do you think the PDs will strike?
I know a little bed and breakfast in Vermont where we could wait it out.
That's him. That's the man who stole my purse.
Are you sure, Mrs. Otis?
I will never forget that face. Give me back my damn Louis Vuitton!
Number 3, stay. The rest of you file out.
Told you had the wrong guy. See you next lineup.
Do I get my 35 bucks now?
So I'll see if I can, hopefully in the next week or so. You've got to bear with me.
My God. Mr. Grady, what happened?
When am I getting out of here?
I've asked for a continuance. We're very short-handed in the PD's office, and I'm sorry, I haven't been able to complete the investigation on your file.
I have been in county for 5 months. You said I'd be out on probation.
Yes, but you were charged with attempted murder. And unless I can build a case against that, you risk going to prison for 10 years.
That drunk hit me first.
I know. Let me build a case. What happened to you?
I decided to fight them this time. Didn't change a thing. Next time I won't.
I'll move things along as quickly as possible.
Sometimes I think I'd just rather be dead.
If the PDs go on strike, I'll have to work late. Will you wait up?
I promise I won't bring my briefcase home this weekend. You too. Bye.
Witness made our guy from the photo spread.
Great.
She thinks he works evening shifts at the motel. So listen, we'll get out of here about 5 o'clock, grab some dinner over at the coffee shop, wait for him to show up.
I don't know.
I do. He's the guy we want.
I don't think it's a good idea that we have dinner together. What I mean is, I think we need to keep things professional between us.
Professional.
Yeah. I just don't want you to get the wrong idea about what happened the other night.
What did happen exactly? A witness didn't show up. We ended up having pancakes, or was it the side of bacon that got you so upset?
I'm serious.
Well, apparently.
I just want to be clear with you.
You couldn't be clearer.
What the hell's going on? Last time I saw you, I was a free man.
Mr. Barnes, I'm Edison Moore, assistant prosecutor, and we're going to get you out of here as soon as possible. The problem is...
There's a problem?
Well, the public defenders are backed up.
No, I don't want a public defender. I don't need a lawyer of any kind. You just need to tell them to let me go.
Well, you were ID'd by the victim of an armed robbery.
I parked for 5 minutes in a loading zone to pick up a cake for my nephew's birthday.
Well, a judge has to approve your release. Now, I'll prepare a writ, show it to a public defender, and...
This is unbelievable. I am in a jail cell. My parents never even grounded me.
Okay, buddy, let's go.
Where?
To the plaza for lunch. What do you think, pal? Strip search.
It's strictly routine. It's going to be okay. It's like getting an annual checkup.
Oh!
That's right, sir.
I have prepared a list of our demands. Read it, then destroy this piece of paper.
Maybe we should eat the memo, make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Joke if you want, but what we are talking about is an illegal strike.
That could lose us our jobs and gain us nothing.
What have we got to lose? I've got a client in county right now who's been waiting 5 months to go to trial on a bar fight. Now, I need one investigator for 1 day to try and save this guy's ass, literally. But it's take a number and wait my turn.
Well, welcome to the world, Veronica. He'll get his fair trial, you'll protect his rights, and we all will sleep at night.
If this file had been worked up from the start, this guy could have pled out to simple assault and been long gone.
Look, instead of a picket line, all we have to do is file every possible motion, insist on every right we can think of, and go to trial in every case. This courthouse shuts down.
Let's hope Judge Parks doesn't let it go that far.
And what do you think she's gonna say? Sure, no problem. We won't fire 2 more public defenders. And by the way, here's a raise for all your hard work.
Are you threatening me?
No, ma'am, not at all. We're simply giving you the facts. Prosecutors average 40 active files.
And public defenders average 115. They have every cop in the county working their cases. We've got 6 retired cops masquerading as investigators.
We interview 10 inmates at a time in a cell that stinks of urine.
And you tell us that the budget cut means that 2 more PDs have to be laid off? How am I gonna do that, Justine?
Here are my facts. The county tax base is shrinking. Violent crime is through the roof. You find me one politician who gives a damn about public defenders and their clients. I have no choice.
Then neither do we.
You took this job with your eyes open, Veronica. Now do it.
Oh, I'll do my job, Judge Parks. I will carefully examine every case, file every necessary motion, investigate every possible lead.
Don't think that I'm gonna let this courthouse be shut down. Marino, you either keep your department in line or I'll have to.
Hi.
Ronnie, help me decide on one of these.
Well, at least somebody doesn't take their public defender for granted.
How'd it go with Parks?
Let's just say you may not be the only one interviewing for a new job in here. It's a complete standoff. We won't budge. She's backed into a corner. And since when do you need help picking out a tie?
Well, these guys are talking big bucks.
I'm really happy for you.
No, I want you to be happy for us.
Careful there, counselor. Someone may accuse you of making a commitment.
Well, now that you mention it, the guys at Peterson Benelli prefer people who are stable, settled.
Right. Meanwhile, I've heard a few things about their clientele.
Businessmen.
Mobsters?
Well, somebody has to defend them. Besides, most of them are legit.
Dream on. I have to go. I'm due in Judge Jackson's courtroom.
Well, do me a favor, stay out of trouble.
Oh, you know, if you get this job, we'll both be on the same side, agreeing all the time.
So?
So aren't you afraid we might get bored with each other?
Terrified.
A parking ticket?
Initially.
But I had a space to fill in the lineup.
The lineup was supposed to pay for the ticket.
We were doing the guy a favor.
Uh-huh.
You know, when you think about it, it's really kind of funny.
Lady ID'd him, I know.
You mean to tell me that a law-abiding citizen walked into this courthouse to pay a parking ticket, was mistakenly ID'd, arrested, strip searched, thrown into lockup, and is still there?
That about sums it up, Judge.
How do you know he's innocent?
See, we needed one more guy to fill in the lineup.
You got a positive ID?
He's not the guy. We know who the real guy is. He's not the guy.
Is there any bull left to this story?
Not much.
Okay, State versus Mathis.
Judge, before we can proceed, we'll need a ruling on this discovery motion.
You're handing me a 38-page document the day of the trial. State versus Finkel. This is a plea?
Judge, my client has changed his mind. He'll stick with his not guilty plea and ask that this matter be placed on the trial list.
So now, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You've not been able to talk to your client?
Conditions in lockup don't offer any privacy. I need a place where I can guarantee confidentiality.
All right. How about State versus Hernandez?
My client has an alibi witness whom I've been unable to locate due to the lack of investigators in our office. And as soon as I'm provided with...
Hey, yo, Judge. I got an alibi witness, too. I'm innocent.
Sit down. Why do I get the feeling we're not going to get anything done today?
I cannot properly represent my client if not provided the necessary tools.
What is it that you want me to do, Ms. Gilbert? Huh? Throw you in jail? Will that help the cause?
I don't know what cause you're referring to.
Oh, I think you know exactly what I'm referring to, and I don't like your tone either.
Well, I don't like the way things are being handled in this courtroom.
Is that so? Well, I know you're familiar with the lockup. Maybe you like the way things are being handled down there. Bailiff, I'm citing Ms. Gilbert for contempt of court.
Hey, she's my lawyer.
Sit down and shut your mouth. I don't call the shots around here. Judge Parks does.
And if I were you, I'd remember what happened to the air traffic controllers. They thought they were indispensable, too.
Your Honor, no public defender takes this job to get rich. But when we can't do our job the way it's supposed to be done, then our clients are the ones that are getting shafted.
I am not getting shafted
I
again.
told you
I didn't
to
even get
sit
to
down.
live in that hole for months, and I am not waiting anymore. Give me
Hey, fellas, I have a release form for William Barnes.
I don't think now's a good time.
Somebody lose this?
So, I'm under house arrest?
Well, the accommodations are better, though I can't speak for the company, but somebody's bound to get hurt down at lockup. It's just a matter of time.
Guess we started something.
Well, maybe a little revolution's just what we need around here.
If that's what you really think, then why am I in contempt?
Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, your dilatory actions towards cases that should have been disposed of today. Your grandstanding, conspiratorial tone, and lastly, your failure to address the court with your honor, judge.
I see that cowboy drawl of yours is easily substituted with legalese, with all due respect.
Well, it comes and goes, yeah.
We off the record?
At ease, counsel.
There's a lot of rumors going around the courthouse about you, Judge. I'm just wondering if any of them are true.
Shoot.
Wild teenager? Rodeo star?
True.
Ladies' man?
When I was younger.
Killed a man in a bar fight.
Just put him in the hospital. He's okay now. Now, I'd like to ask you a question, Miss Gilbert. Is there anything that you have to say to me? Anything in the form of an apology, perhaps, for your behavior this morning?
I'm not going to say I'm sorry for what I did, because I believe that what we're doing is right.
Well, then, make yourself at home.
I say fire their slothful, lethargic asses. When we were attorneys, we worked under equally challenging conditions, and we still got the conviction.
And we all walked to school in the snow, dragging the school bus behind us.
The public defender's all right. The prosecutor's office has twice the funding.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. And I, for one, would appreciate it if you would indeed go to Washington.
Why don't we form a committee of judges and public defenders? Create a forum.
Can I say something here, please?
No. Their actions this morning were nothing short of anarchy. And we demand that you take action to quash this uprising ASAP.
I assume you're all as equally open-minded about this? Fine. If they're not back to work by 2 p.m., they will risk being let go.
Now, wait a minute. You can't expect things to happen that fast.
I'm ordering all private lawyers in this courthouse into service as defense attorneys.
Maybe they'll come to their senses when they see we're working just fine without them.
Meanwhile, we can take advantage of this to clear up our civil backlog. All criminal judges, please pick up your civil assignments from the clerk's office.
What?
You kidding? I haven't interpreted a contract in years.
We'll convene again at the end of the day. So was I convincing?
Maybe a little too convincing.
Supposed to be impartial.
You know, you could have bought yourself just a little bit more time. Now you've only got till 2 o'clock before you have to start firing people.
Yeah, for all I knew, if I hadn't done that, the judges might have gone on strike.
You know, Judge, your heart's in the right place, but nobody expects you to lose your job over this.
I have no such intention.
Jeremy Blodgett, I'll be representing Mr. Barnes in this matter.
Edison Moore, assistant prosecutor. Pensions and retirement planning?
I was delivering an amendment to the county pension plan when Judge Parks called me to service.
So you haven't done much criminal work?
I'm usually in the office, buried in the tax code. In fact, this is my first time in a courthouse.
Hold on. What kind of a railroad is this?
It's going to be okay, Mr. Barnes. It's just routine paperwork any attorney can handle.
I'm actually more comfortable with a calculator.
Oh. All you have to do is present the writ to the judge, which I will now prepare to cover the additional offenses.
What additional offenses?
Because of the confusion in the holding cell, we have to cover for assault with a deadly weapon, attempt to flee, and attempted murder. It's just technicalities.
Oh. joke, right?
No, but it's not a problem.
It's 110 years.
Miss Gilbert?
Judge?
So you get hungry? Maybe I can scrounge up a little bread and water.
I'll survive, thanks. How was the meeting with the judges?
Well, you have exactly till 2 o'clock to get back to work.
Judge, if you were a public defender, if you were me right now, what would you do?
I think I'd try and settle this thing within the law, not outside it. I'd hire myself the best damn labor lawyer in the country. That's what I'd do. Of course, I never said that.
I never heard it.
So, Ms. Gilbert, is there anything that you'd like to say to me now?
I still think my actions were correct. Under the circumstances, however, I'm sorry for not addressing the court with the appropriate respect.
You don't give much, do you? It's okay, neither do I. Go on, get out of here.
Thank you. Judge, that fight in the bar, what'd the guy do?
Some other time.
Where have you been?
Under house arrest. I'll explain later. You're late for your appointment. Come on. Let me see. Let me see. Very GQ.
Is that good?
Are you kidding? John Grisham is writing his next novel about you as we speak.
Well, maybe I should change. I don't want to look too flashy.
Hey, don't fight it. Some people have it, some people don't.
Yeah, well, they have it, and I want it.
Don't worry. I think they're going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Good luck.
Thanks.
They're out there right now turning private attorneys into public defenders. We're being replaced.
We're not being replaced. There's going to be insanity in the afternoon criminal calendar. None of those private attorneys have a clue what they're doing.
They made their point, though. There are 1,000 hungry lawyers out there just waiting to take our place. And they will make no waves. Trust me. I have a mortgage to pay, a family to support. Try and get another job with a contempt conviction.
Does anyone know a good labor lawyer?
Excuse me.
This is Detective O'Connor. He needs to be briefed on that motel rape.
I don't understand.
I traded with him.
Traded?
He's taking my night because I've been pulling too much OT. But, don't let my boyish good looks fool you. I taught him everything he knows.
Wait a second. We're mid-investigation. We go to trial next week. We've already interviewed 3 witnesses.
So drive him by the crime scene. He'll read the file on the way.
You're already familiar with this case.
I've only done this 1,000 times. What's the problem?
Nothing. But I think this casual reassignment of duties is unprofessional.
Objection noted. How fun.
If you think for 10 seconds I will lower myself to preside over these trivial, picayune, uncivil...
Sterling.
I graduated summa cum laude. I have argued before the Supreme Court.
Then why don't you take your cum laude and park your supreme ass on the civil bench?
Listen, a 15% loss of flexion in the right pinky finger. 12 days to determine which gay lover gets the sensory deprivation chamber. A mouse carcass found in a soda bottle. A malpractice suit with 9 experts in urinalysis.
I never noticed that large blue vein in your temple before.
Don't make me do this.
Then don't pout.
I will too.
Don't be a baby.
I won't do it!
I'll I'll give you two choices. Either you sit on these civil matters, or I'll send you to small claims night court. Now go.
Sterling, about you switch to civil, if I can be of any assistance.
Shut up.
Well, all I mean is that civil matters, matters of equity between two citizens, can be a really fascinating side of jurisprudence. Now, to the average layperson, this might just seem like 3 bags of urine. But to the insightful civil jurist, it's a chance to examine the ethics of medicine. Don't be intimidated, Sterling. Now, imagine, if you will, this malpractice case. Picture yourself in the plaintiff's shoes. There he is, lying on the hospital table. That's right, he's in pain. Terrible, terrible pain.
Help.
He calls for the nurse, but she doesn't come. He's all alone. He grasps for the IV, and he falls. Sterling, you're only supposed to imagine this. You're not supposed to do it.
Call the doctor, you idiot. I'm having a heart attack.
Oh. Call 911! Judge Conklin's having a heart attack! Sterling, don't worry. I know CPR.
Just let me die.
Why did it process this material? Where are we supposed to go?
Can you help me over here?
What the hell is going on in here?
We're processing the soccer rioters.
We were told the priority was to relieve the overcrowding in the jail.
Don't be coy with me.
Judge, you are the one who issued the order to go back to work. There's no room to process them anywhere else.
You know, this could take the 2 of us a couple of days.
What do you mean, the 2 of you? Where are the other PDs?
I believe they're home. They're suffering from job-related stress.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, there is a cure for that. It's called being fired.
Not according to our labor council. They're filing workers' comp claims, which means that anyone who fires them is subject to a fine and imprisonment.
So it looks like you've done your homework.
All's fair in love and work-related classifications.
Excuse me.
Is Conklin all right? Or did we get lucky?
He'll pull through. I'll pass along your concern.
Quando é que a gente vai embora desse lugar? Não sei. Ô, meu irmão, você entendeu alguma coisa que tá acontecendo aqui? Sei. Não sei nada. Ah, eu também tô com fome, mas ninguém traz comida. Olha só, eu pedi uma pizza agora mesmo.
I thought you said he was innocent.
He was. He is.
Aggravated assault, attempted escape, possession of a dangerous weapon, attempted murder. Busy man.
It's all a misunderstanding.
So was World War I.
See, there was this prison riot, and this guy...
I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, come on, Judge. Where's your sense of humor?
About the same place as Mr. Barnes, I'm sure. All right. I'm gonna sign something, and then you are gonna sign something. Community service. Big brother to a troubled youth. 1 night.
No problem.
Each week for 8 weeks.
8 weeks?
You got a problem with that? Okay. There's a highway cleanup program for the winter.
I'll take the 8. Glad to help.
You sure this guy's clean? He's not gonna run out and mistakenly shoot the president?
I'm sure, Judge. Suzanne's out there right now bringing in the real perp.
By the book?
Absolutely.
Why are you guys dragging me down here again?
Sit down.
You don't got nothing on me. And that lady couldn't ID me, and I know my rights.
You have the right not to be an idiot, and you haven't asked for that one yet. Sign this.
What the hell is this? This says I did it. I'm not that stupid.
Okay. You asked for it.
Guard.
What's that?
It's a polygraph test.
That's cool. Where do I put the specimen?
No.
It's a lie detector test.
Do we have to do this?
Look, if you don't cooperate, you're never getting out of here. Now, all I'm gonna do is ask you a few questions, and if you pass, I'll let you slide. Now, is your name Michael Smith?
Yes.
Now, I want you to lie to me on purpose just to see if the machine's working. Are you the President of the United States? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's working. Now, did you steal Mrs. Otis's purse?
Well, like I already said, I was just walking down the street when, unbeknownst to me, someone must have ripped her off and ran by with the purse, which I just happened to find. Damn.
Why'd you trade cases?
Should we be talking? I mean, I'm eating, and I know how very unprofessional you think that is.
A real jerk.
I'm a jerk.
If the PDs stay on strike, all of my pleas go to trial. I'm gonna need a cooperative investigator.
Well, then you better make sure you get along with O'Connor, because me and you are out of business.
What does that mean?
There is no way I'm going to work a case with you again. Life is too short.
Why are you doing this?
Look, I am almost finished with the write-ups. They'll be on your desk in the morning. Trust me, we will both live a lot longer.
For the attorneys who are new to criminal law, the court determines the bail based on the severity of the crime. Now then, once the prosecution has presented enough... Are you with me still? Okay, once they've presented enough evidence to get an indictment against your client, then we proceed to the arraignment. At that stage,
Judge, may I interrupt Criminal Procedure 101 and be heard in the matter of State versus William Barnes? I have a writ prepared for the prisoner's immediate release. Mr. Barnes is here. He's being represented by private counsel, Jeremy Blodgett.
Jeremy Blodgett, Your Honor, Pension Planning Trust Estates.
Listen, I'm sure I can get to this by the end of the day. Say 4 o'clock. As soon as I finish these arraignments, I'd be more than happy to...
No, this is it. I'm an innocent man. I'm gonna go home right now.
Mr. Barnes.
Take these manacles off me. I can't take it. No, I'm not a jailbird.
Take it easy,
Somebody get me out of the big house.
Mr. Barnes, please. It's only one more hour.
I want to go home. Just go home. How on earth did I end up in the pokey?
I don't understand it. Nobody knows anything until the lab results come back. What are doctors for? The same thing happened exactly to my Uncle Manny when he passed. Oh, but he was really sick. A lot sicker than you, Sterling. I mean, he died. Hey, now, don't worry. Don't worry, Sterling. I'm gonna be here right at your side until I know you're out of the woods. Hey, when you're back in the swing of things, why don't we all go out together? The four of us. You met my wife, Sarah. There's this new Afghan restaurant in South Orange Village. They don't have utensils. You eat with your hands. You love it. No. Don't try and talk, Sterling. Let me do the talking for you, okay? Huh? Oh, here. Leave? Oh, my God, you're right. Judge's meeting, I almost forgot. Don't worry. I'll be there. Your voice will not be silenced. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Explain to these guys we're going to give them the number.
Make sure you sign this.
Today's special, probation with a side of community service.
Judge, I need more backup. I can't control this space.
We're processing as fast as possible. Do the best you can. I hate soccer.
Talk about guerrilla conditions.
The mayor called. He doesn't want to hear about the strike on the 6 o'clock news.
And what'd you say?
Some smart ass advised the PDs to talk to a labor lawyer, and I told him that he was going to have...
Officer! Drop the gun! Drop the gun now, or I'll kill him!
Purnell, put the knife down. You don't want to do this.
Get back.
You are not a killer.
Get away. I am getting out of here.
Give me the...
Veronica, don't...
Give me the knife.
All right, now back off or she's dead. I mean it. I have got nothing to lose. Come on. You're gonna walk me out of here.
Settle down. Take it easy. Take it easy.
All right, now I am walking out of here. If anybody makes a move toward me, she's dead. Do you understand? Don't worry, the guy's got nowhere to go.
He doesn't have to go anywhere to cut her throat.
All right, I want that hallway cleared now.
All right. Let's get Sam Andrew back. All right, Coffin, let's go. Come on. Let's go.
It's over. It's over. Okay?
I don't know.
Yeah, he got you. Look at that. All right, let's have somebody go look at it. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, sure thing.
Sure you don't want to go to the emergency room?
I'm okay.
You got a ride? You want me to drive you home?
No, thank you. Jonathan's gonna pick me up on his way home.
You know, that was a brave move. Not the brightest move I've ever seen, but definitely brave.
Not like your well-thought-out rescue? I'm not gonna press charges against Grady. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I figured that. We'll deal with it. You okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
The conditions that the public defenders face every day are disgraceful.
Well, I agree. But I have a dual responsibility here. Speaking for Sterling Conklin, I have to say that poor working conditions cannot justify an illegal strike. Besides, there's no money to pay them.
There is money. The judge's pay raise goes into effect next month. If we give that up, we can cover the 2 slots the PDs are losing. The public defenders have proven themselves. They are dedicated people. One of them put her life on the line for one of us. All I am asking is that you put your lousy 3% on the line in order to keep the 2 public defenders that we would have to fire. If you're not willing to do that, then you can get yourself a new presiding judge.
You can have my 3%.
Mine too.
Count me in. Sterling, too.
All those in favor of using our pay raises to end the strike? Those opposed? Good. Then let's get these public defenders back to work.
Just down the hall. Case 412. Yeah, it's mine.
Hey, where's Mr. Barnes?
You weren't here. There was a court thing.
What court thing? You mean arraignment?
Yes, arrangements were discussed.
Not arrangements, arraignment. Were you asked to plead innocent or guilty?
Don't worry, I said not guilty all the way.
Did you tell him that we have a confession that gets all the charges dismissed?
That didn't come up. They were much more concerned about the bail. He said he had $30 to pay a parking ticket, but that the court owed him $35 for something. They wanted $75,000.
So, where is he?
Prison bus just left.
Damn.
Well, come on, we'll take my car and catch the bus.
No good. Driver doesn't even know what a writ is. Just have to take care of it on Monday.
Well, he'll be okay. I mean, what could happen to the guy over the weekend anyway?
I'll drive.
Okay.
Sterling, you look 100% better. And I hear the lab report was perfect.
Atrial fibrillation resulting from a vasovagal episode.
Is that a good thing?
I fainted from an irregular heartbeat. Easily treated by medication.
Oh, that's great news.
May I assume the public defender rebellion has been adequately quelled?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Criminal trials begin again tomorrow.
I was told your efforts at CPR were entirely unnecessary. But that in the heat of the moment, it was an understandable precaution. So, under the circumstances, I am not unappreciative.
You're welcome. Now, you get some rest. I am not leaving here. I've ordered a cot.
My God, Ronnie, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little flesh wound, as the paramedic said. Didn't even need stitches.
You're insane. How many times do I have to tell you not to get so damn involved? I mean, what's it gonna take? Someone to put a gun to your head? Huh? Is this it, Ronnie? I mean, are you through with the stunts?
Probably not.
How the hell do you think this is gonna look to the firm of Peterson Manelli when their junior partner's wife can't come to dinner because she's in jail? I mean, what am I gonna say?
What did you say?
I said junior partner. Well, almost not firm yet, but...
No, that's not the part I was inquiring about. You said something about a wife?
Did I say wife?
Distinctly.
Oh.
Jonathan, are you asking me to marry you?
I was trying to make a point.
You made your point.
Just out of curiosity, if I was to ask you, what do you think your answer might be?
If you ask me for real, then I'll answer you for real. Are you asking me now?
I'm not sure.
Well, then I'm not sure either.
What are you doing?
Getting my paperwork together like I promised.
It's after 8 o'clock. You must really be eager to get rid of me.
It's hard enough figuring out what the bad guys are up to, let alone working with someone who doesn't know herself. Nothing personal, I just don't have time to tiptoe around your feelings.
Well, I don't have time to deal with your arrogance.
Let's step back a second. Consider this a freebie in basic investigation. Your office is 2 flights down at the other end of the hall. There are 3 administrative assistants who do nothing but type up and file reports for you, yet you came all the way up here. Why? You're not gonna read these tonight.
You tell me you're the investigative genius.
I think you like me. That's why you got upset about O'Connor. And that's why you came up here, and that is why you look so scared.
I am not afraid of you.
I could be wrong.
You are wrong.
Then why are you still standing here?
This is crazy. I'm married. I can't do this.
Nothing's going to happen you don't want to happen.
Show's on.
Previously on Courthouse.
This is crazy. I'm married. I can't do this.
No one is even looking.
I'm not giving up everything I worked for so you and I can walk down the hall holding hands.
I think we made a good team.
Me too. But if we ever do it again, you're the bad cop.
I have to work too damn hard every time I come into your courtroom. Now, what is it? My suit too flashy? You don't like my tie?
I'm ruling on your motion, counselor. That's it.
Meanwhile, I've heard a few things about their clientele.
Businessmen.
Mobsters?
Nice of you to join us, Miss Gilbert.
Marino just handed me the case 15 minutes ago. I'm filling in for Biederman.
Biederman never kept me waiting, counsel.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. May I have a moment to review the file?
Your Honor, the state'd like to make a motion to consolidate.
Objection. My client isn't even present.
That's not my problem. Continue, Mr. Mitchell.
The state has recorded evidence to support its motion, Judge.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense hasn't had an opportunity to review that tape.
Approach, please.
Your Honor, the prosecution is just trying to take advantage of the fact that I've just stepped... What is this?
Hush, counsel.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Poor girl.
What are you doing?
Making my motion to consolidate.
Right.
Get up.
In the time we've been together, we've been through a lot. God knows I've made mistakes. But I'm sure about one thing. I can't live without you.
Go on, counsel.
Ronnie, I love you with all my heart. Will you marry me?
Does the defense have an objection to the state's motion?
No, the defense has no objection.
Actually, I was hoping for a yes.
Yes.
That's it! That's it! We'll take a 10-minute recess. All right. On second thought, I think we'll need to continue.
your birthday, Mama.
No. Did y'all see his BMW?
Okay, Miss Smart.
I love your mom. She's so proud of me.
After she opens the gifts, we can go.
Why? Don't you want to stay?
I'm kind of tired. I know you got a lot of work to do, so.
You come with me. I'm gonna dig up a couple of plates, and I'm gonna give you a couple of recipes. Anybody as skinny as you couldn't know how to cook. Come.
Hey, Tyree. What's up? You can't say hi to your uncle? What's up? Since when did you start acting like a little knucklehead? Last time I saw you, you was wearing high-wise.
Yo, Orphan.
Your grandmother's party started an hour ago. Where you been?
Hanging with Q.
Oh, damn. Q! Q! What's up?
Tyree told me you would be here.
Yeah. How you been, man?
Oh, it's been 3 years, Kate.
I know, man.
Damn, check you out. Looking like a brother with a job.
Yo, Q, you want something to drink?
Yeah, beer, thanks.
So how you doing, man? You look good.
I have a warrant out for me yet.
What?
I was at this crack house the other day. Turns out the cops were taping the joint.
What were you doing there?
Selling rock.
Oh, damn. Q. We said we never get into that, man. No matter what.
My girl's gonna have a baby yet. Don't have insurance, can't find a job. I panicked. But I swear, it was only that one time. Look, I wouldn't even step to you like this, man, but I'm scared. Okay, I ain't no criminal, you know that.
What makes you think he's gonna help you, Q? I don't give a damn anymore.
Look, hey, I shouldn't ask, all right? I'm sorry. Look, I deal with it my own way, all right? Look, they can't do nothing, they can't find me, right?
No, look, that'll just make it worse. Look, I'll go down there with you. Turn yourself in. I'll see what I can do, okay?
I know I can count on you, man. Where your mama?
She's in the kitchen.
Mama! Doing?
Tell me I was smooth, Eddie.
You were smooth, man.
She was so mad at me when we got home for proposing in front of everybody. But hell, you only do it once or twice in your life, so you gotta go all out, right?
It's beautiful, man.
So what about you? When are you gonna make Suzanne an honest woman?
She's honest enough for right now. So, I read on the board you pulled the Quentin Thomas case.
Yeah, what about it?
How strong is it?
Slam dunk. Got him on tape selling 10 grams of crack. I got witnesses. 6 years, easy.
Thought about pleading it out?
How well you know this guy?
He's from the neighborhood, man. It's just a one-time thing.
And you want me to go easy on him?
I just want to know what he's looking at.
He's looking at his worst nightmare. Me. Unless you say different. You know, now that I think about it, these witnesses are a little shaky. I mean, you can't rely on crackheads. Maybe I'll plead it out, say 3 years, down from 6.
I bet the tape is pretty, grainy. Probably low light.
2 years.
I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, what are friends for?
Monica, why did you wait a week before reporting the rape?
I didn't know what really happened. I mean, if I could have done something more to stop it, I wanted to forget it happened. But I can't.
So she can just say I raped her and the cops can arrest me?
The law no longer requires corroborating witnesses in rape cases. And the victim's testimony is enough for an indictment.
I didn't do anything. Why is she doing this to me?
We talked a couple times before class. He seemed really cool, so I asked him if he wanted to see a movie.
So this was your first date?
It was my first date in college. After the movie, we were walking around, holding hands and talking. I thought it was the start of something.
But she asked me out. We had dinner, we saw a movie. Then she invited me back to her place. She made the first move.
I kissed him. I mean, I liked him a lot.
She left me like 6 messages the next day begging me to call her.
Did you?
No. I mean, look, I know I dogged her, but this is crazy. Nothing can happen, right? She can't really go through with this. I didn't do anything, I swear to God.
Mr. Seeger, listen. With no physical evidence and no witnesses, I doubt if the prosecution will even go forward.
Monica, did you say no?
Yes.
Then you were raped.
Morning. Gotta drive up to Roseland later to see a witness. It's a nice drive if you want to come along. Might even let you buy me lunch.
I have to work through lunch.
On what?
This date rape case, Seeger. I just got the indictment.
If you just got the indictment, you got at least 2 weeks till trial.
My husband's coming by.
Why didn't you just tell me, Lenore? I'm a big boy.
Why is there an indictment memo for Seeger on my desk?
I was at the grand jury on another case this morning, so I slipped it in.
Without running it by me?
I was trying to save time.
There were no witnesses, no physical evidence. The victim waited a week before reporting. No way I would have let you go forward.
The grand jury found probable cause to indict.
The grand jury would indict my grandmother if I asked them to. Now we have to go before Judge Parks to dismiss it, and it makes us look sloppy. Make an appointment with her for tomorrow morning.
Hey, wait a minute. I just spent 2 hours talking to an 18-year-old woman who was raped on her first date in college.
Lenore, you have no case.
Why? Because we might lose?
Make the appointment.
Why does she always make me feel like an idiot?
You let her. Look, if you want Seeger, go after him.
She just told me I had to drop the indictment tomorrow.
Is he guilty?
Yes.
And the way I see it, you got 24 hours.
Hey, I just dropped Delia off at daycare.
Thanks.
My stuff is put away, my pictures are down. I'll be at the Garden Hotel.
Danny, wait a minute, okay?
What, did I forget to do something? Wipe my fingerprints?
Will you give me a break?
You give me a break. You're a grown woman, Rosie. Why don't you just tell your parents if they can't accept me, they can stay at the damn hotel?
I'm a coward, okay? Okay, now...
That is not gonna work this time. Your father's coming here to give a sermon, and I'm not even allowed in the church to hear you sing. I mean, how hypocritical is that?
This is a big deal for him, Danny, okay? I don't want to ruin it by fighting with him.
So instead, you just smile like a good little girl and pretend like everything is just great.
Will you listen to me, Danny? This is hard for them. I was married. I had a kid. They never saw this coming.
That is their problem. If you need me this weekend, I'll be in the closet.
I did my best, Q. Prosecutor was going to go for 6 years, but I got him down to 2. You'll end up serving half that.
You mean I'm going to prison?
It was a felony, Q. They have you on tape, man.
Well, make it go away.
I can't.
What you mean you can't? Them white boys do it all the time.
There's nothing else I can do.
Damn, I can't believe you dissing me. You know, your ass can be behind bars as easily as mine. What? I grew up with you. I know you ain't always been correct.
Are you threatening me?
You damn right. You don't help me, I'll tell anybody I have to. I don't care, man. I go down, you share in the cell with me.
Oh, you got nothing, Q. Yeah, I ran with you, but I never slipped up, so you can kiss my ass.
Ed, wait! Don't leave me in here. I don't know what I was saying, man. You know I never say you out. Man, we were like brothers. All right. Maybe if I could have upped and disappeared like you did, I would have. But if you was in here, I would never turn my back. It was a mistake. One stupid mistake. Please. Help me. Make this go away.
Hey, what's up?
You make the deal for quitting yet?
No, I've been really caught up. What are you doing?
How about you let me take it?
Ed, don't ask me to do that. I said I'd get you 2 years. Our feet are already touching the line.
What, all of a sudden you're a Boy Scout?
This is stupid.
Look, it's my ass, all right? Don't worry about it.
No, it's my ass. Rawson would drop kick both of us if he found out.
You don't know anything about it. I just took over the case to help you close out.
Ed, you do not want to do this.
Just give me the damn case.
Hey.
Thanks.
What's going on?
Work stuff. So, how are you, Mrs. Mitchell?
That's Mrs. Gilbert Mitchell.
Oh, I don't know. That might be too liberated for the senior partners at Pitchers and Manelli.
About the job, Jonathan.
No, don't jinx it. They asked me out for drinks tonight, and you know what that means. An offer. What's wrong?
Look, I know that this is what you want, and I want you to be happy. But I'm worried.
About what?
I'm just afraid that once you're in business with these people, it's for life.
I can handle them. Trust me.
I do trust you. It's them I'm having a problem with. Look, I just wanted you to know how I felt.
Hey, I just looked over the transcript from Oscar Ruella's hearing.
Why are you reading my transcripts?
Prosecution sent it over. Now, you kept him in juvie instead of bumping him up to adult, even though he was under the guidelines.
That's my decision. I'm not bowing to some arbitrary guideline, Justine, just so you can look good.
Something wrong?
I'm sorry. My parents are coming into town. And Danny's staying at a hotel.
Whose decision?
They can't even say the word lesbian, let alone accept their daughter being one. I have to spoon feed them slowly. If I bring Danny to church, my father will never forgive me. If I don't take Danny, then she may not. I've never seen her this angry.
Look, I can't believe that Danny would expect you to choose. And if she does, well, then she's got some growing up to do.
You call and tell her that.
You can keep Ruelas in juvenile, but next time stick to the guidelines.
The Seeger date rape indictment. I looked on Judge Park's calendar for tomorrow. It's not scheduled.
Amy, I really think that I can do something with this.
Don't argue with me. When I tell you to drop a case, drop the damn case.
Okay, Kate, I'll have it.
Great advice, thanks.
Well, I didn't tell you to beg Amy to change her mind.
What else am I supposed to do? I can't make a case in 24 hours.
Well, if you had asked me, I would have told you to plea it out.
Veronica would really go for that.
Well, maybe not, but maybe...
Her client will, with the right kind of persuasion.
How am I supposed to get to Veronica's client?
Set up a meeting.
But Veronica would be there.
Not if she's upstairs at her surprise party. Sure, you got a call about it. 4 o'clock, right?
I can't do that. We're friends.
I thought you wanted to put away a rapist.
I do, but...
Then what's the problem? You're not afraid of Amy, are you?
No.
Hey.
You're early.
Sweetie. I just thought I'd let you show me around.
You must be the husband. I'm Gabe.
Sean.
We should go.
Yeah. Nice meeting you.
Likewise.
Your father wanted to come and watch you on the bench, but there's so many details to take care of.
I understand.
He's so proud of you, Rosie. It means so much to him that you're singing tonight.
Mama, there's someone that I want to bring.
You should see the dress I found for Delia.
Mama, I know we never really talked about this.
She's
but-
still a size 2, right? Rosetta, your father, he just can't understand it. I'm not sure I do either.
I'm not asking you to understand it. I'm just asking you to accept who I am.
You were so happy with Howard. I know the divorce was hard on you, but maybe in
Mama,
time...
this is not some phase I'm going through. I left Howard because I'm gay. I'm still the same person, Mama. Danny is good for me.
Rosetta, the Bible says
The Bible
that...
says to love, Mama. And I love you and Daddy no matter what. Can't you say that to me?
All we're asking you to do is come to church with your family.
Don't make me choose, Mama.
You have a plea to present, Mr. Moore?
Yes, Your Honor. In the case of State versus Quentin Thomas, criminal indictment number 95-1039, the state will accept a plea of possession under 5 grams in exchange for the dismissal of the charges.
The indictment charged distribution of 10 grams of crack cocaine, and the jacket indicates the transactions were recorded on videotape during an undercover investigation.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're offering him a misdemeanor plea and allowing him to walk? Am I missing something, Counselor?
There was no prior criminal record. Defendant showed remorse. I think he's a good candidate for work release.
That's not acceptable, Counselor. The court rejects the plea. This case will be listed for trial Monday. Get up here, Counselor. Do you have a personal relationship with the defendant?
Yeah.
I thought it was strange you dropping a drug charge given your past record. Not informing the court of your personal relationship with the defendant. That's a serious violation, Mr. Moore.
I apologize, Your Honor.
That's not good enough. You tried to dismiss a felony drug charge.
Judge, I'm sure we both agree Mr. Moore is a good lawyer. He's one of the future stars of my office. I would hate to see his career derailed by one mistake.
Wait a minute, let's just be clear here. That wasn't a mistake. I don't know what to do here, fellas. I'm required to send this to the Ethics Committee. Because I know you, and I'm sure that this isn't going to happen again. I'm going to give you a chance to fix it.
Thank you, Judge.
Look, I know it's hard facing somebody you know in court. I've had to do it a time or two myself, but there is a line. You don't cross that line.
I can assure you it won't happen again. And I appreciate you bringing this to me personally. Happy to return the favor. Don't you ever make me kiss a judge's ass on your behalf again.
Come on, how many times do we get rid of a parking ticket or make a DUI go away because some rich bastard with clout gets busted?
I don't know anything about that. And neither do you. But if I were ever to do anything like that, I wouldn't be stupid enough to get caught. Now, Jackson has given you an out. I suggest you run with it.
Fine, I'll give the case back to John.
Wrong. You will prosecute Quentin Thomas and you will go for the max.
He's a friend.
Have you got any idea how deep you are? If you don't prove to Jackson that you have no bias, you end up in front of the ethics committee. So you better decide if this friend is worth your career.
Did you keep all this from me?
I'm telling you right now.
Edison, you've got to prosecute him.
If I hadn't screwed up, he'd only be going away for 2 years. I'm not putting my boy away for 6.
Your boy is a drug dealer. He's the one that messed up. You don't know him a damn thing.
You didn't grow up the way we did. You don't know what it's like to have nothing.
And that gives you permission to throw everything away? This is your career.
You don't understand. We grew up together, dead on the same. The only difference was my mother pushed me. You didn't have that.
That's not your fault.
No, I was just lucky. I could have been him.
But you're not.
But I could have been. What makes me so special?
Is that what this is about? You feeling guilty for doing something with your life?
Quentin's a grown man. He made a choice. Just like you made a choice to stay away from all that.
I know you feel like you're turning your back, but you're not. He turned his back. Don't throw everything away on a drug dealer, Edison. Please.
Hey, Veronica. Hi. I want to talk to you about the Seeger case.
Oh, forget it, Lenore. I'm not pleading out. You've got nothing.
I know. The truth, Amy wants me to drop the case, and I'm starting to agree with her, but I don't feel right just dumping it.
He's innocent, Lenore. I would never resist a plea if he wasn't.
So you say. I haven't had the opportunity to talk to him.
Well, you could talk to him. Hear his side of the story?
If he's believable, it'll make me feel a lot better about walking away.
I'm gonna win the case either way, so if it'll keep my client from having to go through this, it's your decision.
All right, I'll talk to him. Okay. 4 o'clock?
I'll check my calendar.
Okay.
How are you? You, forget to say something?
You know, I tend to get a little hot-headed sometimes. It's the Creole in me. I always calm down sooner or later. I'm sorry for being so stubborn.
Don't be.
I was lucky. My parents were raised in the 20th century.
Oh, no, you didn't say
Your
that.
parents are not going to change overnight. I know that. And I'm not going to stand here and make you choose. I'd hate to lose.
You're making me feel worse, you know.
Good. So you go to church tonight, blow the rest of the choir out of the water. Maybe I'll slide into the back row incognito.
Oh, could never happen. You stand out too much, baby.
Jason, when Miss Latterman asks you a question, just look at me. If I say it's okay, go ahead. If I stop you, don't say anything else, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
Fine.
I just want to hear your side of the story. How well did you know Monica Williams before the night she says you attacked her?
We had the same discussion group for sociology. We had lunch one day after class, and she asked me out.
Did you have sex with her the night of your date?
Yes.
It's a 911 for Marino.
If I'm gonna drop the indictment, I have to do it by tomorrow morning.
I know.
If you're only gonna be a while, I'll wait.
Great. 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Sit down.
You want something to drink? That's right. You're not supposed to answer any questions unless your attorney says so. So just listen. You think because there's no physical evidence or any witnesses that I can't prove anything. You're wrong. As good as Miss Gilbert is, she can't save you. I'm gonna convict you, Jason. Because both you and I know that you raped that girl.
No, I didn't.
Look at you. You're shaking. And If you're scared now in this room, you're gonna look 10 times worse when I've got you on the stand. When it's your word against hers, all it's gonna take for that jury to put you away is for them to believe her, and they're gonna believe her. At least 10 of them will, and I'll take care of the other 2 because I'm that good. But today's your lucky day. I don't think you're an habitual rapist, and Veronica's a good friend of mine, so I'm gonna give you a chance. If you plead now, I'll only charge you with attempt. That's 1 year at county jail. But you make me go to trial, it's gonna be 15 years at Rahway. You know what they do to guys like you at Rahway?
Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me, but I'm gonna have to steal your guest of honor for a second.
Well, actually, I've got to run down to lockup, but I'll be right back.
Nice hat.
Oh, what's up?
Well, I have to go see a witness in Bridgeport, and then I'm gonna head off to the Peterson Manelli meeting.
Okay.
Looks like their offer's gonna be about 125. It's gonna be tough for me to walk away.
Walk away?
Well, sure, there's other firms. If you're not comfortable with them, then I'll just keep looking.
No, I don't want to make you do this.
You're not making me do anything. We're starting a life together. This is a decision we both have to live with.
I love you, Jonathan.
Enough to drop Gilbert from your last name? I'll just leave that up to you.
Whoa, wait a minute. What the hell's going on here?
Your client confessed to attempted sexual assault.
What?
It's okay.
Jason!
I did it.
What the hell did you do?
He confessed.
Well, it's not valid. No attorney was present.
You gave me permission.
You set this whole thing up, didn't you? You lied to me to get him alone.
You were the one trying to get the naive rookie to dump this thing.
I trusted you, Lenore, and you stabbed me in the back.
He confessed, Veronica. He raped her. Don't we both win?
You don't get it, do you? We were friends.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm trying to think of what to say to Ross, and I can't deal with anything right now, Suzanne.
Whatever you're about to tell him, I think you should take a look at this first.
What is it?
We did a sweep of Quentin's apartment.
Who the hell ordered a sweep?
We found 50 grams of coke and equipment. He's a major drug dealer, Edison. I love you. I couldn't let you throw everything away. Seeger case is closed. Pled guilty to attempted sexual assault. 1 year in county.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You think it's easy for me to decide not to prosecute a case? I'm telling a woman that because of some arbitrary circumstance, her rapist is gonna walk. I can explain evidence and juries and percentages all I want, but all she's hearing is that her rape doesn't matter. It's the worst part of my job.
You seem pretty good at it.
I don't have a choice, Lenore. If our conviction rate drops, victims stop coming forward and Rawson starts looking to make cuts. Then we can't help anybody.
I told you I could win. Why couldn't you just trust me?
How can I trust you? You went behind my back. You destroyed your relationship with Veronica and probably the entire PD's office.
I did what I had to do to get the conviction. I learned it from you.
Look, Ed, I just want to get this thing over with. I told her that you'd give me 2 years if I plead guilty, so I just think I'm gonna plead guilty.
That deal's off the table.
What?
You're charged with felony possession. Possession with intent to distribute, manufacturing with intent to distribute, operating a distribution network.
What are you talking about?
50 grams of cocaine, an O-House scale, 400 plastic vials found in your apartment.
Look, man, somebody's trying to set me up. Come on, Ed, you know me.
Plead guilty now and take 15 years. Or go to trial and get hit with 20.
What are you doing? We're boys.
No, we ain't boys, Quentin. You're a drug dealer.
So you're just gonna put me away? That's it? I never thought I'd see you sell out.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, don't you know I'm always okay?
You did what you had to do.
Yeah, I'm sitting here telling myself that. So stupid to think that if I made something of myself, I could go back to the hood and people would be proud of me. If I'm not on the corner drinking a 40 or selling rock, I'm a sellout.
Anybody that thinks that is stupid.
Oh, but they all think that, Suzanne. That's why I left. That's why I got no reason going back there. I'm through. I'm through.
You don't mean that.
Don't tell me what I mean.
He is one person, Edison.
Just drop it, Suzanne.
You quit making this bigger than it is. Quentin is an ass. Just because you two turned out different doesn't mean you didn't come from the same place.
Never got the chance to say congratulations on your engagement. I would have gotten you some champagne, but I thought you might want something a little stronger.
Thanks.
It also doubles as an "I'm sorry that my office screwed you over" gift.
It's better be some damn good tequila.
It was probably my fault. And here was this young, excited, privileged person who I didn't think was here for the right reasons. And I didn't help her. I pushed her. Maybe too far.
Yeah, I was stupid to leave her alone with him.
But she shouldn't have taken advantage. Did I teach her that?
Maybe. Maybe you just brought out something that was already there.
Sometimes I hear myself. The way I talk to people, the jokes I tell. And I can't believe it. When did I become so hard?
I can't remember you any other way. You know, as mad as I am at Lenore, she was right. The guy was guilty, but I couldn't see it. Maybe I've been here too long.
It's amazing how this place can change you.
I feel sorry for Lenore.
Oh.
Paul works in investments with me. His wife works on the floor, and they just had a baby, so we might have to listen to that all night. Or maybe we could counter with stories about your job.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a joke, Lenny. Careful, don't want you passing out at the dinner table. All right, which one?
Either.
Come on, help me. We have to look like the upwardly mobile couple that we are. Come on, Lenny, you know how these dinners are. Paul's just gonna brag about his latest commission, and I'll brag about mine. What?
It's work. They only beat me if it's an emergency.
You gotta be kidding.
I'm sorry.
What the hell am I supposed to do about dinner?
You can still go.
When are you gonna be back?
It can't be that long. I'll come by the restaurant when I'm done. I promise.
Together in love and prayer, as part of God's wonderfully diverse family, I hope as our family continues to grow, we come together to respect each other's diversity. For only then can we truly be God's children.
Thank you, Reverend Reed, for your most inspiring sermon. Reverend Reed and his choir are visiting us from...
What are you doing here?
It's where I should be.
What about your parents?
They didn't give me a choice. You did.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Once again, we are led by the beautiful voice of Sister Gina Grace.
You know, I still really want to hear you sing.
Oh.
Come on, Rosie.
All right. Ever so humble, ever so meek.
Ever so humble.
Ooh,
whenever I struggle, your countless blessings belong to heaven.
How y'all doing?
Nice ride, yo.
Thanks. Let's go, Terry.
Who this? He ain't nobody.
I'm his uncle. His mom wants him home.
Yo, spot me some I guess you better go, T.I. Mommy's calling.
Yo, Mac Dub. You owe me a fire spot. Nah.
Man, why you punk me in front of them?
You weren't so hard-headed, I wouldn't have to. We need to talk.
Man, step. You ain't my father.
And neither are those fools hanging on the corner.
Whatever.
Look, I know we haven't been tight, but that's been my fault.
Man, you don't give a damn about me. So what you fronting for?
Is that what you think? Huh?
Yo, I don't care. Anyway, you a punk. Q came to you for help and you dissed him, man. You threw him in jail.
Q was a drug dealer.
He was just trying to get paid.
You know, you just like I was when I was your age. Don't know nothing and think you know everything.
Man, I ain't you.
No, you ain't. Listen, you've been getting away easy for the last couple of years because I've been tripping. That's over now. From now on, I'm gonna be around whether you like it or not.
Oh, now you trying to be my uncle?
You damn straight. And I'm gonna make sure 10 years from now, I'm not prosecuting your knuckleheaded ass. Listen, hey boy, I know you don't like me, but I am family and I will beat you down.
3 hours of babies and escrows and stocks, and all I could think about was this thing that I'd done that I couldn't even believe.
So you called me up.
I need someone to understand. Being in that room with that guy was like I had all the power. I had nothing, Gabe, and I got this guy to plead.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, it feels... But it's wrong. It shouldn't feel good, but it does. What does that mean?
It means I'm a good influence.
Can we go somewhere? I mean, I need to do something.
Mr. Mitchell, think about what you're turning down.
I know, sir.
I don't think you do. Look at me. Now look at the guys in your office that are my age, huh? Who do you want to be? If you don't make this move, 5 years from now, you're still going to be in the prosecutor's office with the same good suit, and nobody's going to touch you. Lightning doesn't strike twice, Mr. Mitchell.
Feel like Tom Cruise in The Firm.
We wouldn't come at you so hard if we didn't think you were partnership material. Answer still no?
Gentlemen, would we care to buy some roses this evening?
I think I'm gonna have to buy my fiancée some roses. Soften the blow.
Show's on.
Previously on Courthouse.
I love you with all my heart. Will you marry me?
Yes.
You must be the husband. I'm Gabe.
Sean.
Can we go somewhere? I mean, I need to do something.
Judge, I'm sure we both agree Mr. Moore is a good lawyer. He's one of the future stars of my office. I would hate to see his career derailed by one mistake.
It's not valid. No attorney was present.
I'm sorry.
I trusted you, Lenore, and you stabbed me in the back. I'm just afraid that once you're in business with these people, it's for life.
I can handle them. Trust me.
I guess there's nothing else we can do except hold their hands.
It's not right. A young man like this shot down in cold blood.
Dude shot at me first. I swear all I did was fire back.
Wasn't my gun. Cops planted it on me.
I just wanted to take the cash. I didn't mean to shoot the guy.
These people are animals. Probably gonna get away with it, too.
You have to have faith. Your husband's a young man. He'll pull through.
He's not my husband. Not yet, anyway.
Well, he will be. He has something very special to live for.
That's very sweet. I'm Veronica Gilbert.
Kate Downey.
Is this your husband you're visiting?
For 49 wonderful years. I was hoping we could celebrate our 50th.
Has he been ill for long?
He has Alzheimer's. The last few months have been... 2 nights ago, he had a heart attack. The thought of losing him hurts less than seeing him like this. He was a very dignified man.
In 49 years. Must be wonderful knowing someone that long.
I know one thing. He wouldn't want to live like this.
Dr. Underman's here. The nurse said that his blood pressure and pulse are good.
Yeah, vital signs are fine. His lung is recovering nicely, and we hope to get him off the respirator soon. I'm just a little concerned that he hasn't regained consciousness yet. So we're gonna do a CAT scan to rule out any head injury.
You think there might be some injury to his brain?
Yeah, we're not sure. Look, I will beep you as soon as the CAT scan's done. Okay?
As most of you are aware, Judge Jackson is sitting on this courthouse's first 3 strikes case.
It's politics. That's all it is. It's some Washington lawyer deciding on a catchy phrase to get more votes.
In any event, the governor has issued a memo to all courthouses in the state, and I've been instructed to read it to you. The legislature has seen fit to enact a law stating that any defendant found guilty of his 3rd felony shall be sent to state prison for a life term.
Why are we having this meeting? The law is clear.
There's a great deal that's interpretive. Stickins says the law is an ass.
I don't know. To sentence someone to prison for life, we should make those judgments. What if the guy did something minor?
Exactly. My case, Mr. Ludlow. I mean, this man has been a model citizen for the last 17 years, and the fact that he joyrides a couple times when he's a teenager is going to put him in prison for the rest of his life? I mean, it's unthinkable.
Guys, even though we may disagree with this philosophically, I am required to tell you that we must support it. Thank you.
Come on, Justine. This guy has a felony charge for carrying a gun in his truck for protection.
I wish there was something I could say.
Can't we think of something?
I had a law professor tell me once that you can't think and practice law at the same time. Maybe you should follow that advice.
I thought the head prosecutor had bigger things to do than go after a gun possession charge.
So did I.
Remind me, I got a couple of other career makers you could prosecute. Jaywalking, highway littering.
Don't joke. If there are 3 strikes cases, Conklin probably shoved them down my throat, too. See ya. Edison. Conklin is policing this 3 strikes thing on behalf of his Washington cronies, so I will be in his courtroom if you have any questions about the Ramsey trial.
You still don't want me to take less than 2nd degree?
Well, he killed a man and his pregnant girlfriend. That's 3 dead people. By my count, seems pretty straightforward.
Detective Ford's my star witness.
He's good on the stand.
I don't really know the guy, but I got 10 black jurors and a black defendant who Ford supposedly beat the crap out of, cuffed them, then kicked out some teeth.
Well, why don't you come back with, was that before or after your client stabbed a pregnant woman 47 times?
Is Ford a racist?
That wouldn't surprise me, but it's nothing the defense will ever pick up.
Suzanne heard that Ford planted beer bottles from Ramsey's trash at the scene.
Heard from who? I don't remember reading that statement.
She didn't take one. It was just some guy on the street.
And you're worried about that?
I know.
Do you need the beer bottles to place Ramsey at the scene?
No. Ford caught him with a bloody knife.
Okay, then. Even if Ford is a racist, I don't think it changes the facts of the case. If you feel differently, come see me.
I'll handle it.
I'm gonna adjourn the case because I didn't have the points and authorities. I left my note somewhere. Could you check the Anderson file? Maybe I left it in the wrong file. Am I late for something?
No, but we need the warrant. The Anderson search warrant. We got the house under surveillance. Guy's gonna be gone for about an hour. And we're ready to move.
I never filed the application.
What?
I typed it yesterday. I'll run it over to Lowenstein's court right now.
Never mind. The perp will be back by then. Guys, give me a minute, will you? I'll call you. We'll set this thing up again.
All right, kid.
You all right? Is everything okay when you got home?
Yeah, Sean was asleep.
Good.
No, I have to talk to him. I have to get things straightened out.
Then you go talk to him. We'll do the warrant later. It'll be okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, there's nothing to be sorry for. You need me. You know my number.
We find the defendant guilty.
I'm sorry.
The defendant is hereby remanded into the custody of the Sheriff's Department. Sentencing will be in 1 week. Court is adjourned.
Look, we figured this would happen. I'll see you down in the holding cell later so we can get started on the sentencing memo.
Miss Gilbert.
Yes. Excuse me, I've got to make a phone call. Surgery? When? Yes, of course you have my consent. No, I'm on my way.
What can we do now?
Well, there's not a lot other than collecting character references for the parole board.
Don't we appeal?
No.
I mean, my husband...
There's no basis. I'll call you later.
Wait a minute, Miss Gilbert. My husband is a good man. He didn't mean to shoot that guy.
Your husband went into a liquor store with a gun. He asked for the money, and when the store owner didn't give it to him, he shot him.
You're his attorney. You're supposed to be on his...
Supposed to what? I don't make up the facts as I go along. I don't have any control over what happened. Your husband has to take responsibility for his actions.
You were supposed to be his attorney. You were supposed to defend him.
Did Ramsey have blood on his clothes?
Yeah, he had blood on the inside of his jacket where he was hiding the knife.
So when I ask you to describe his clothes, make sure you include that in your response. You need to see these pictures to refresh your memory about what he was wearing?
Nah, I got it. Typical yo gear.
What do you mean?
You know, some dirtbag shirt, baggy pants, $200 basketball shoes.
Did you say yo gear?
Yeah. Yeah, as in yo homeboy. Did I say something you didn't understand?
Now, you said something I don't like.
What's your problem?
I don't appreciate your attitude.
You're the one with the attitude.
Detective Ford, I've talked to you all of 3 times on the phone. We've never met before. And 2 minutes into this conversation, I'm ready to tell you to kiss my ass. So how do you think the jury's gonna feel about you?
I don't give a damn how the jury feels. I don't give a damn how you feel. I brought you the facts. Isn't that what we're here to discuss?
If you get up there on that stand and come across the way you do in this room, it could hurt your testimony.
Well, this might come as a surprise to you, pal, but not everybody in the world is waiting to cater to the poor, misguided inner-city youth who raped and murdered a pregnant woman. This case is a slam dunk. You're a college boy. I brought you the facts. Don't tell me you're not smart enough to recognize them.
You looking to make an enemy?
I'm not looking to do a damn thing with you. Let me spell this out. You're never gonna marry my sister, but you are gonna win this case. I'll see you in court.
Oh, my God.
That's the patient from bed 2. Your fiancé's down in surgery already.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, Dr. Underman is on his way up to meet you.
That was the poor woman's husband? Is Mrs. Downey all right?
Well, let's just say she's not as sad about this as you are.
Miss Gilbert,
Dr. Underman.
the bleeding they found on the scan was probably a slow accumulation that started when his head hit the floor after he was shot. But we found no foreign matter, which means it's a very straightforward brain surgery.
Well, how long does this surgery take?
It's about a 2-hour procedure.
And then?
Then we'll see how he's doing. Look, there's no reason for you to stay here. I can call you as soon as he's back up from surgery.
Okay. Doctor, do you mind if I ask what happened to Mrs. Downey's husband?
She unhooked his IV. He died a few minutes later. Police came and arrested her. I will call you as soon as I hear anything about Jonathan.
Mr. Ludlow, what made them switch you to the graveyard shift?
The company was cutting back, but I've been with them for 15 years. I guess they were just making room for me.
And Mr. Ludlow, why did you buy the gun?
The neighborhood I delivered to isn't too good to begin with, but between midnight and 6 a.m., it's scary. So my wife was worried. She said one night I might not come back. We got 2 kids, and I just needed to protect myself.
Have you ever used the gun?
No, I never used a gun in my life.
Thank you.
Your witness, Mr. Ronson.
Mr. Ludlow, do you have a license for that gun?
No, I bought it on the street.
So in order to avoid the registration and the waiting period, you illegally purchased a weapon.
Well, yeah, but...
You are admitting to this court and this jury that you carried a concealed illegal weapon in your vehicle.
Yeah, but I just...
Thank you, Mr. Ludlow. I have all that I need.
Your Honor, one last question on redirect.
Proceed.
Mr. Ludlow, why was it exactly that you didn't try to obtain a license for this weapon?
You know I can't qualify.
What prevents you from qualifying?
Objection. Approach.
Your Honor, it is clear that Miss Marino's sole intent is to get in the defendant's criminal record. That is illegal in a 3-strikes case.
You asked about the gun license. You open the door, counsel. I can go through.
Counsel is trying to inform the jury that the defendant has had 2 previous strikes. If you allow this testimony, it will undermine the jury's willingness to convict. You have to sustain my objection.
Judge, this jury needs to know that a conviction for gun possession will send this man to prison for life.
And that's exactly what I can't tell them. I don't have a choice.
I think you do.
I think you better step back.
Objection sustained.
What's this?
Something from Ford's file. The psych department.
How did you get it?
Hey, look at this. When I'm on patrol in guerrilla territory, what works well for me, banana-flavored bullet.
I don't need to see this. I already know Ford's a racist.
Ford's not just a racist. He jokes about shooting black people. I can't believe you're gonna put him on the stand and not expose him for the monster that he is.
Keep your voice down.
This tape is privileged, but I bet I can go back and find the guy that said Ford planted those beer bottles.
I'm not using the beer bottles.
We can bust him.
Come on, Suzanne, we've been over this.
That was before I saw the tape.
Baby, is there any doubt in your mind that Ramsey killed those people?
One murderer is not as dangerous as a corrupt squad of police.
This isn't the place for that. Come on, I'm trying to stay focused here.
And what I'm focused on is that. Those are the racist bastards that make people think I'm a sellout for being a cop. That put a noose in my locker at the academy.
Suzanne, look, I need you to put that aside right now, okay? I need you to be strong.
And I need you to watch the rest of that tape. Tell me if you can still put your boy on the stand after that.
As hard as this must be for you to accept, your husband was found guilty.
That's because the public defender was so angry about her boyfriend getting shot. She didn't even try. I mean, she was convinced he was guilty all the way.
With all due respect, that doesn't sound like Miss Gilbert to me. She's one of the best public defenders in the courthouse.
She said that he deserved to go to prison.
When did she say that?
Right when we were walking out of court. My husband deserves a new trial with a new attorney.
I will talk to Miss Gilbert. And I can assure you that if I feel that Miss Gilbert did not do everything that she could do to properly represent your husband, I will consider a motion for a new trial.
Thank you. My husband is a good man. He got involved in a bad situation.
Your dad called, want to talk about Christmas. You know, I was thinking maybe this year we shouldn't go to Aspen with him. Maybe we should go someplace warmer.
Sean, we have to talk.
Okay.
Look, I don't know when it happened or how it happened. Maybe it happened when I took this job, but things have changed. I've changed. And I don't want to be married anymore.
I don't believe this.
Please understand. I never
Damn
thought,
you.
I never meant to hurt you.
What, you seen somebody else?
That's not what this is about.
It's a cop, isn't it?
It just happened.
You get this job and you start running around all excited with this guy, this cop who carries a gun, and then all you see in me is a suit and tie, right? And this is Thanksgiving with the in-laws. This really boring life.
That's not true.
Then you leave me, you get out of our bed in the middle of the night, and you go see him. You know what's really going on here? Some, I don't know, some final act of rebellion so you can get away from your father.
Sean.
Yeah, who the hell are you?
Look,
No. Fine, just stay away from me. Don't you love me anymore?
I care about you. But I don't know anything anymore. I don't even know what I want. I just know I can't be who you need me to be.
I don't want to lose you. Maybe we just need some space. We could separate for a while.
That wouldn't be fair to you, Sean.
I love you, Lenny. I love you so much. I'd forgive you. I mean, I don't care what happened. We can work through this.
No. We won't. I'm sorry.
Okay. I remember when you first came here, I came to pick you up, and I waited. And you looked so scared. He won't love you the way I do.
Probably not.
A steak sandwich. I have a vague recollection what those taste like. High cholesterol, the bad kind. High blood pressure. Actually, it's better now. It's 180 over 80 last year. I cut out salt. Steak without salt. Sit down. Be careful, Judge. All catches up to you when you hit 40.
Well, I'm glad to know that you're watching out for me.
In more ways than one. Are we off the record?
If we need to be.
Couldn't help but notice where your sympathies lie in this case.
I ruled in your favor this morning, counsel.
I'm not complaining. Look, philosophically, we probably fall on the same side of this issue, but the law is very clear. If you even hint to the jury that this would be the defendant's third strike and they acquit, Conklin will bury you.
And take you down in the process?
It isn't worth it.
Well, I'll take that under advisement.
You're welcome. There are no winners here, Judge. Only losers.
Hey, how's Jonathan?
He's in surgery. The doctor's hoping for a full recovery.
Good. Look, I know that you are under a lot of pressure right now, but I just need to clear something up. Mrs. Ferguson came to see me.
Why?
Well, she said that you made this remark about her husband deserving to go to prison. Now, I know that that is baseless. Her husband is going to jail. What else can she say? But I just need to ask you for the record.
I did. I blew up at her when I was on the phone with the doctor.
Well, what exactly did you say?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
You could be sanctioned. I might have to declare this a mistrial.
Do what you have to.
Is that it? Is that all you want to say?
Judge, I'm not going to stand here and defend myself. I can't take back what I said. Now, I have to get back down to intake. Is there anything else?
No. Nothing else.
All right, who's next?
That's a move, Veronica. If I ever get in trouble, I want you at my table. Congratulations.
On what?
Getting Ferguson a new trial. We normally don't get handed new trials on fresh convictions. Of course, most PDs aren't willing to bluff the head judge with sanctions. Way to go.
Cynthia, I don't understand.
Judge Park said that you told your client's wife that he deserved to go to jail.
I did.
But you didn't mean it. Because if you did, then what are you doing here?
Good question.
Veronica, I was kidding.
I'm not.
Look, if you need some personal time, take the rest of the afternoon.
I want the rest of my life.
Hey, I was just leaving you a note. Can we talk?
We have nothing to say to each other anymore.
I have something to say to you. Veronica, I'm very sorry about what happened between us. You were a friend. I shouldn't have taken advantage of that. I'd like us to be friends again. And if there's anything I can do to help out with Jonathan...
No, but thanks for asking.
I'd really like to make it up to you.
Forget it, Lenore.
I just wanted to win the case. I didn't mean for you to take it personally.
I don't take it personally. I did at the time, but I really don't blame you now. You know, it's a miracle that anybody treats anyone else with even a little bit of humanity around here. This place just eats people up.
I know. It cost me my husband. Sean and I split up.
I'm sorry.
I didn't come here to talk about me.
Look, I really have to get to the hospital.
I understand. Maybe we could talk later. It would mean a lot to me to have a friend here.
Maybe you should find a new friend. I'm not going to be here anymore.
Veronica.
I guess I don't have to ask how the trial's going.
Was this in your job description?
Depends on how you read the manual. Being a presiding judge falls somewhere between phoning it in and donating an organ. Testimony over?
Well, they're in final argument now. But there really is no final argument because This guy's going downstate for the rest of his life, and I'm not going to sleep for the next 15 years.
Sometimes a good night's sleep is more important than what some politician tells you to do.
I can't believe you're suggesting.
I'm not suggesting anything. In fact, I'm advising against it. Conklin is not going to let this thing slide.
You know, it's times like this I just like to go back to Montana.
There are a lot of backstabbing politicos here. But there are also a lot of dedicated people. I mean, the main reason I became presiding judge was to help set policies rewarding that dedication.
I think people know that.
Judge, sorry to interrupt. Can I speak to you a minute?
I'll be there in a second. For what it's worth, every time I've gone with my conscience, I've paid a price, but I've come out ahead.
Got a moment, Mr. Moore? I got word you had an acrimonious meeting with Detective Ford. You might be uncomfortable about calling him as a witness.
Well, I need him on the stand and win the case.
If it makes any difference. When I was a prosecutor, we dealt with all kinds of witnesses. Many's the time we had to put a convicted criminal on the stand. So, however Ford may trouble you personally, I hope your excellent record of public service will allow you to see the higher good to be done for the community.
That's exactly what I'm trying to stay focused on, sir.
Good. Remember, we may never know what Ford is capable of, but anyone who would stab a pregnant woman 40-odd times leaves little doubt as to his own nature.
Good shot.
This takes practice is all. You wanna try it?
Sure.
You wanna, take this with two hands and... You got a steady hand.
Thought that was the idea.
Usually, but sometimes it's a bit shaky after someone just broke up with their husband. You wanna tell me about it?
Not much to tell.
So what happens now? We pass each other in the hallway, smile, and say good morning?
Yeah, for now.
Are you serious?
Gabe,
Wait a second. What was this, some little walk on the wild side for you? Give you an excuse to bail out on your marriage? You used me.
Look, I don't know who did what to who. All I know is that I don't want to make any promises. I'm very confused.
No joke.
I just left my husband. And the last thing that I need from you is another lecture on how well I don't know myself. You think I'm so messed up? Why are we even having this conversation?
You're right. I must be crazy.
Thank you. It's gonna take a few minutes to transfer him from the recovery room, so I'll let you know when you can go in. Hey, how's Jonathan? He made it through the surgery. I know you have to sanction me now.
Oh, no, that's not why I'm here. That will go the way it has to go administratively. But something else has upset me. Lenore says you're thinking of quitting.
I can't look at Jonathan and represent those people anymore.
I understand. When somebody you love is lying in the hospital with a bullet wound, it's too much to ask of yourself.
Judge, I did want that guy to go to jail.
You fight hard for every one of your clients.
I don't want to fight for them anymore. Now, I've given this a lot of thought.
Veronica, I am not here to tell you that your job will ever be easy. that you won't have to face what is ugly in mankind every day and search for inspiration. But I am here to tell you not to give up. When you have just given your best representation and won, then if you still feel the same, maybe it is time to quit. But not now.
Excuse me. You can go in now.
Justine, thank you.
They said he did very well. He's going to be just fine.
Hi, baby. I'm here. There's a lot of really crazy stuff going on down at the courthouse. I miss you. I love you. Oh!
Good shot, Greg.
Please, thank you very much. Learn how to shoot like that, you can qualify for one of these. What's the matter, you never seen a nigger hunting license before?
That is your house.
Counsel, call your next witness.
The prosecution calls Detective Ford to the stand.
Detective Ford, remind you, you're still under oath.
Detective Ford, will you state your name and occupation for the record?
Yeah, I'm Detective Craig Ford, and I'm the lead investigator on the Ramsey murder.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, now it's my duty to instruct you in the matters of law regarding this case before your deliberation. You must follow these instructions in reaching a verdict. The defendant has been charged with illegal possession of a firearm. If you find that the defendant was in possession of a firearm, then you must find the defendant guilty. You may also, in determining your verdict, take into account the fact that the defendant has had 2 previous felony convictions. Be seated, Mr. Rawson.
For the record, Your Honor, I must state my strongest objection.
So noted. Now sit down. Although these 2 prior felonies for grand theft auto were committed some 20 years ago, the law now states that any defendant convicted of a 3rd felony shall be sent to prison for life. Now, this so-called 3rd strike law prevents any judge or jury from looking at each individual case on the basis of who the defendant is. I won't forfeit that responsibility. Therefore, I instruct you that even if you find the defendant possessed a gun, it is within your power to choose to return a not guilty verdict. How does the jury find?
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
I want him off the bench today. He broke the law, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
Do you? Do you know what he was doing?
What the hell are you talking about?
What is being a judge about, Sterling? We're not supposed to hide behind the bench and look officious. We're not glorified clerks.
A judge is supposed to uphold the law.
Judges are supposed to interpret the law based on individual circumstances. When the government decides that it doesn't matter who the person is, then we become expendable.
Justine, you and I will never see eye to eye on this. I see two criminals here. The one who's walking, which undermines our citizens' desperate pleas for law and order, and the one on the bench who spit in their faces. I am trying to protect this courthouse.
So am I. This is the prosecutor that's come out in you.
I have all the evidence I need to get Jackson up before the Ethics Committee, and then boom, he's back to Montana.
You smell a win here and have to have some blood. Well, so you shall. Morgan, get me the Chief Justice on the phone.
Well, Justine, if it's any consolation, this may be the first decision you've made that shows you have the makings of a presiding judge.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, Sterling, I don't give a damn what you think. I never have, and I never will.
Enter.
You want to see me, Judge?
Mr. Moore. It's rare we have such a good day in this courthouse. I wanted to shake your hand on a job well done.
Yeah, I'll shake hands with you, Judge. But not for the reason you think.
Young man, justice is not always as black and white as the written law.
I think I learned that today. While bending over backwards trying to keep Ford's racism away from the jury.
You were very skillful. I'd be proud.
Yeah, normally I take great pride when I put a killer behind bars. But there was something even more evil in that courtroom that we had to pretend we didn't see.
Black, white, or green, that defendant savagely took 3 lives. Make no mistake.
Yeah, well, you tell me if I did, Judge. If that defendant had gotten off because Ford's a bad cop, my community would have gotten the blame. And I decided I can't afford to make black folks even more of a target than cops like Ford have already made them.
As far as I'm concerned, you did your job. No more, no less.
Our job is to seek the truth. And the fact that the only truth you see is whether that man went to jail is the reason racism thrives in our country. If I can make you see that truth, then we both could be proud. Here.
What is it?
It's my resignation. I wanted you to have it before Conklin's people gang up on you.
Keep it. It's been taken care of.
What do you mean it's been taken care of?
The matter has been resolved. You're staying. I mean, that is what you want, isn't it?
Why, hell yeah, that's what I want. I didn't come all the way here for nothing.
Good.
Wait a minute. Why are you packing?
I'm leaving.
You're resigning?
I told them that you were following my policy. And you were following the philosophy of this courthouse as I've set it up. You did a courageous thing today.
Let's just stop right there. Now, if you think I'm gonna let you take the fall for me, that is dead wrong.
It's absolutely right. It was my job, and it's done. You did the right thing. Instead of going to prison, that man is going home to his wife and his kids.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to pay the price for that.
I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna spend more time with my daughter. I'm okay with it. I want you to be okay with it.
I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll carry on. Say that if you're ever in the position that I was today, you do the same thing.
You know I will.
then I made the right decision.
So what'd you want to talk to me about?
You know, I was standing here today and I presented my evidence to the jury. And I did a good job, too. Because it only took them 45 minutes to arrive at a conviction. But it's what I didn't tell them that's troubling me.
Got an emotional problem? Go see psych services.
What I didn't tell them is what a racist piece of crap you are. You probably would have done anything to convict a black man. But see, I'm gonna be watching you. I know your game. And the next time you make a move, I will be there.
So what, am I supposed to hang here and listen while you talk to yourself some more?
No. I just want to hear you call me boy again.
Are you looking for a fight?
I would be if I saw a man here who could give me one. Because all I see is a punk-ass excuse for a cop. A man who needs a badge and a gun to hide behind. Who knows deep inside he ain't nothing but a stone-cold coward.
What is this about Justine quitting? Where is she?
She's gone.
I don't understand. She just came all the way down to the hospital to give me a speech about not giving up.
You're the reason why she could leave. She knew there'd be somebody like you around to keep up the fight.
I don't know if I'm gonna be here.
Hey, wait a minute. Listen to me. People count on you. If you can make it through a day like today, then you will survive, and you will do good. And that's all any of us can hope for by the end of the day, is that we did some good.
Eddie? What are you doing? Why aren't you answering any of my pages? Oh, Eddie. What happened?
I had a talk with Ford.
Let me see. Let me see.
You should see him.
I'm so sorry. You didn't have to prove anything. What I was talking about before.
Let's just not talk about it, okay?
You need some ice.
Hello, Mrs. Downey. Do you remember me? I'm Veronica Gilbert. I'm a public defender, and I'm here to represent you.